Day 1, Taranto. Since we started traveling, we have seen many things and used many means of transport. Today we want to share with you an experience never done before, a cruise trip. The two discriminating factors for choosing our cruise were, 1. Visit locations never seen before, and 2. Stay in a balcony cabin. We chose an 8-day cruise on board the Costa Pacifica ship, with departure and arrival in Taranto and 4 stops in Catania, Valletta, Mykonos and Santorini. The first thing we would like to suggest to all those who want to take a cruise departing from Taranto, is to pay attention to logistics. In fact, Taranto Airport is not among the airports served by the main national and international airlines. On the contrary, the Taranto railway station is located not far from the port terminals and is therefore a good option. For those wishing to use the car as a means of transport, we point out that at the moment there are no sufficiently large parking lots near the port. However, it is possible to find car parks outside the city, where you can leave your car and which have a shuttle service. Once at the port terminal, luggage is deposited in a dedicated area. Remember to affix the tag that Costa Cruises sent you by email with the ticket to your luggage. Before boarding the ship, you will be given a card which will be an invaluable tool for the entire duration of the cruise. In addition to being the only way to access your cabin, it will also be your tool to be able to disembark or re-embark when the ship is docked in port. It is also the only card accepted on board for making any type of purchase. Costa Pacifica measures 290 meters in length and can accommodate up to 3,780 people on a total of 12 decks. Our cabin is located on deck 7.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a balcony suite. Spacious and elegantly furnished. Equipped with a comfortable double bed and a large balcony with 2 deck chairs and a table. The bathroom is furnished with massive use of marble and is equipped with a hydromassage shower. On the TV, in addition to viewing television programs, it is possible to access real-time information relating to the services offered on board and the ship's itinerary in real time. At 5:30 p.m. the ship will leave for Catania. This first navigation session is the ideal opportunity to start exploring the Costa Pacifica. On the Costa Pacifica there are 7 restaurants and 7 bars. 6 swimming pools, a spa, a gym and much more, but the beating heart of the ship is an area called the Welcome Hall, which can be accessed via the 4 panoramic lifts located right in front of it. But probably the most impressive area for its grandeur is the theater. Inside which, very beautiful shows are held every evening.
You better let go of the rest. You better let anyone I've ever met. Anybody need somebody to know?
On Deck 5 there are no cabins but only common areas for guests' entertainment. On Deck 5 there is the casino, where in addition to the classic slot machines, there are also tables for playing American roulette and blackjack. Crossing the casino area, going down to levels 4 and 3, is the New York restaurant, which is the restaurant assigned to us for dinner. The menu, which changes every evening, offers a choice of 3 or 4 different options for choosing an appetizer, first course, second course, and dessert. The quality of the food is, in our opinion, medium to high. Here's a quick roundup of photos. And so it is that, after dinner, savoring a drink at the piano bar, our ship is taking us to our next port of call. Tomorrow morning we will wake up in Catania, the destination of our second day of the cruise.
Day 2, Catania. Departing from the port of Taranto, after a night of navigation, the next morning we arrive in Catania. As the ship approaches the port, from the balcony of our cabin we can already see the Etna volcano in the distance. The Costa Pacifica will remain moored in port until the evening. Let's go to Deck 9, where, near the swimming pools, there are counters served by operators, with a wide choice of foods for breakfast. After breakfast we decide to get off the ship to go on an excursion and visit the city. The port is not far from the city center, which can be easily reached on foot in a few minutes. However, in the port we also saw the typical electric trains used for tourists. An obligatory stop for anyone visiting Catania is certainly the Cathedral Square. Another stop on our walk in Catania was the Castello Ursino. Royal residence during the Sicilian Vespers and currently seat of the Civic Museum. Along the streets of the city center, which are often overlooked by Baroque-style palaces, there are numerous places where you can taste the gastronomic specialties of Catania. Even among the stalls of the market there are numerous gastronomic temptations. For the lunch break we chose the restaurant, the Patricia.
Guardi, dagli occhi di bue appena arrivati, non so se li conosce, no? Tutta roba viva. Astice blu, aragosta, seppie, triglie, frittura di paranza, pescato del giorno.
The fish was fresh and tasty. The price-quality ratio very good. Having chosen an outdoor table, we also saw with our own eyes an example of goods delivery in the style of yesteryear. And after our excursion into the city we returned to the ship. Tonight we will leave the port of Catania and head towards the island of Malta, where we expect to arrive tomorrow morning at the port of Valletta, where our third day of cruising awaits us. Day 3, La Valletta. After a night at sea, on the morning of the third day, the Costa Pacifica arrived near the island of Malta. A boat from the local port authorities joins us in the last stretch of sea. We will moor right here, near the old city. The first thing you notice upon arriving in the port is a series of buildings all of the same size, each with 3 windows of different colors. These are the warehouses that the Grand Master Emmanuel Pinto de Fonseca had built 250 years ago to store the goods of the sea merchants of that time. We decide to take a quick hike. Here too, as in Catania, it is possible to reach the city center on foot in a few minutes. For those who wish, it is also possible to visit the city in a horse-drawn carriage or the entire island with dedicated buses or taxis. Just outside the port it is present an elevator, which takes us from sea level to the level of the houses in less than a minute. The view from the finish point is spectacular. The Costa Pacifica stands out in the background. The streets of the city are mostly lined with ancient palaces in the Baroque style of exquisite workmanship. After our short excursion we return on board and decide to have lunch in the My Way restaurant located on the stern overlooking the sea. This afternoon we will resume our journey to Greece. We will arrive in Mykonos in 2 days.
Day 6, Mykonos. Unlike what had happened in Catania and Malta, the Costa Pacifica did not enter the port in Mykonos but dropped anchor in the harbor. To visit the island, we will therefore have to use a sea taxi to take us to the ground. This service is included in the cruise package but must be booked the day before arrival. The meeting point and departure time are indicated on the reservation. Around 9:30 in the morning we get into our taxi. Ten minutes later, we are in the port of Mykonos. In addition to the Costa Pacifica, there are 2 other cruise ships at anchor. We walk towards the center of the village, and after a first short stretch of beach, we enter the narrow streets between the houses. White and blue are the dominant colors. It is a succession of shops offering products of all types and for all budgets. We climb up to the highest point to enjoy the view. We decide to go back down to the closest beach, Paralia Megaliamos. In 10 minutes we arrive at the beach. The water is crystal clear, but too cold for swimming. The whipping wind brings sand to our eyes. A little further south there are 2 beaches facing each other on a thin spit of land, Paralia Corfos and Playa Ornos. After 15 minutes of walking, we are in Paralia Corfos. Here the wind is even stronger, to the point that the bay in front of the beach is populated by numerous kite surfers. On the beach there are no traces of bathing establishments or umbrellas. Here the strong wind is probably a constant. We just have to go to Playa Hornos hoping it will be a beach more sheltered from the winds. After 5 minutes we find ourselves immersed in a totally different environment. The wind is totally absent and the beach is equipped with 4 rows of umbrellas and a series of restaurants. We decide to have lunch at the Cotantis restaurant. And then stop at the beach to enjoy some Greek sea before returning to the port. On the way back, along the coast, we suddenly find ourselves in front of the famous windmills, and a little further on Little Venice, a district of Mykonos where the houses are practically built on the water. A couple of souvenir photos here are a must. And then we will go to the old port to take the taxi that will take us back to the Costa Pacifica.
La gente in spiaggia con le navi di dietro.
At dusk we set off again in the direction of Santorini, the last leg of our cruise. Also in Santorini, as in Mykonos, the cruise ships are too big to enter the port. Therefore the Costa Pacifica stopped in the harbor and from there we took a sea taxi. Once on land, there are 3 ways to climb to the village at the top of the hill. Via a footpath, on the back of a mule, with a cable car. The cable car is the most popular option, but the massive presence of tourists generates long waits at departure. Once at the top, the view is spectacular.
Quello è Royal Caribbean. Costa. Celebrity Infinity. Quello è il Porto Vecchio.
Walking along the panoramic walkway, we come across a scooter and quad rental. The island of Santorini is too big to be explored on foot in a few hours. So we decide to rent a quad at the price of €55 per day. First stop Oia, where there are the famous blue domes, omnipresent on all advertising photos of Santorini. We park the quad and walk through the narrow streets of the village. Although we are in June and therefore not yet in the high season, the streets are very crowded. Maybe too much. Before returning south, we make a short stop in Amudi Bay. From here it seems that you can enjoy the view of the most beautiful sunsets of the whole island. We get there when it is still broad daylight, but the bay is very picturesque and we don't find it hard to believe that at sunset the show is unique. We get on our quad bike and head back south, following the east coast of the island. We find a nice place to eat something. Before returning to the port, we still want to see Kamari Beach and Parisa Beach. Kamari Beach is love at first sight. Well organized, rational, and tidy. The bathing establishments are present practically on the whole length of the beach and are structured in a very similar way to each other. A few rows of thatched umbrellas and a restaurant behind them.
Ok, carro grande. Number one.
The whole seafront is a pedestrian area and therefore free from both noise and air pollution. The beach is made of round black volcanic stones which, rolling in the ebb and flow of the waves of the crystalline sea, generate a relaxing and almost hypnotic atmosphere. We resume our excursion to move to the last beach of our day in Santorini, Parisa Beach. This beach too, like the previous one, is of volcanic origin, but the stones here have given way to fine sand. Furthermore, the bathing establishments, with relative umbrellas and restaurants, are practically absent. Overall, the impression is that of feeling in a decidedly wilder and less comfortable environment. But now it's time to go back to the Costa Pacifica. Tomorrow we will leave to return to the port of Taranto, from which we left a week ago. Thus ends our cruise, which has allowed us to visit many different places and have very beautiful experiences that we have tried to share with you. We hope we have succeeded, and if so, we invite you to put a like to share the content and subscribe to the channel.
There you go, your Japanese exercise. Ah, there you go, don't try this in your cabin, huh? Yeah, very deadly. So everybody in short, single flip, double back flip here. Boy, there you go, mamita. Watch out. Boy, there you go. Wah! Wah! There you go. One more time here. Boy, switch that one there. You try this one in my back. Whoa! There you go, switch that one. In my head. Whoa! There you go. In my back. Oh, hey! There you go. Opa. Rolling. Japanese helicopter. Big thing. One more time here. There you go. Nice. Hey, go fighting. Come on. There you go. Your Japanese helicopter. Yeah. Japanese helicopter. All right. Japanese arigato. Thank you so much. Then do it. Some vegetable. Aha, aha, I like it. Aha, aha. Holy water! Aqua bendita. Yeah, from Roma, Italia. Hallelujah. God bless you. Some salt and pepper. Hey, Japanese cowboy. That's your Japanese Opang Gangnam Style. Hey, don't try at home, huh? Hey! 3 points! Now some more and rolling the egg. Here goes some more. They say rolling. They hate it. Controlling me, try me, get me right and dirty. Oh, it's my egg. So boy, I like to move it. You like in the back, boy, you like that. Move it, Japanese skinny chef. Woohoo! And go up. You like your king, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe I can fly. Opa, hoy! I believe I can touch the sky. 2, 3, 4, 5 in my back. Oh, egg. Don't shake. From your cocinero romántico. Here's some. I found the love. Yeah. For me. Darling, is standing by us. Follow my lead. Yes, that's my heart. I found the girl. Yeah, that's my nap. It's a boy. Congratulations, it's a baby boy. Higher! So, mommy, do you have anaconda in your home? No. No? Only in the night? Only in the night. Yeah. Alright. There you go. Daddy, there you go, your anaconda. There you go, Anna. Anna. Music. I believe I can fly. I believe I can make your mind. Hey, hello. Visit me on before. I can see it in your eyes. Okay, come on. Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. Ow! Daddy shark, this is yes. Abre la boca, your Japanese Pac-Man, right? Let's put some eye. Okay, so yeah. Pac-Man. Pac-Man, daddy Pac-Man. Japanese massage. Here you go sama ala una. Yes. Alas dos. Alas tres. Ay, yeah, that's your Japanese chop-chop. Huh? Now, before we continue cooking your fried rice, let's play some game, okay? We call this game Abre la Boca, okay? So all you're gonna do is open your mouth and shoot the egg into your mouth, okay? No shoot, no rice, okay? Okay, brother, come here. Show them what you get. Sample. Johnson, where's Johnson? Johnson! Come here, Johnson. You know Magic Johnson, sir? From Lakers, huh? Here you go, Magic Johnson. Go on, Abre la Boca, brother. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah! One more. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah! 1, 2, and 3. Ay! A little bit higher. a little bit lower. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah! Mix it all together. Ah, brother, show them what you got. Come on. Just joking, brother. Right? Yung riso fritos. Paella con japonese, ha? Yeah. So by the way, so how's your vacation so far? Kamusta bakasyon? Everything's good? Yes? So any special occasion tonight, guys? I'm celebrating birthdays, wedding anniversary. Yesterday, whose birthday? Your birthday! Oh, not yet finished your birthday. Because
Today is him.
birthday also. Oh, okay, so sing with me, guys. Please don't. Manita? I'm gonna give you your Japanese rice, okay? Ladies first.
Made in China.
Yeah, ladies first. Umbrella boca. Here you go, sama. 1, 2, 3. Why? For you, don't try at home, huh? Especially in your kitchen, huh? Okay, for you, mamita. This one. The man of my dreams, huh?
Thank you.
For you, madam. For your birthday boy.
Thank you.
Senora. There you go, madam. Bon appetito, everybody.